Hello, and thank you for joining me for another adventure in Thrifting with Purpose. We begin today with this fabulous mid-century fiberglass chip and dip set. I thrifted this piece for $10. I found it sitting atop a cart that was being prepared for restocking. And I recognized this pattern as a piece very like this sat on the buffet at my babysitter's house in the 60s. Her name was Grandma Stevens. And I remember the bowls being full of trinkets and pens and notes and things. This is a lovely queen-size vintage bedspread. I thrifted this for $8.99. I will be repurposing this fabric sometime this summer, so we'll see it again. Hi. This is a lovely little pin for the day and very sweet. I paid $2.50 for the pin. I could find no maker's mark on it. It was a reminder of a fan pin that my father had given me years ago that I don't have anymore. So it was a pleasure to find it. This is a wonderful sewing ham. It was heavily water stained. I always keep hydrogen peroxide handy. I sprayed it heavily on both sides, and within a couple of hours it was as good as new. And this is a pressing mitt. It was also water stained, and I could not find the company's name anywhere on the internet, so it may no longer be in existence. These are very handy items to have in your sewing area. This is a lovely piece of Syracuse china. Originally named Onondaga Pottery Company, the Syracuse Pottery was founded in 1871. It's located in Lincourt, New York, which is a suburb of Syracuse. And they were major producers of vitreous porcelain for the restaurant, railroad, and dining trade, and dinnerware for the American table. Two popular thin porcelain shapes were the shell edge and federal. And vitreous enamel is produced at a very high heat, and it hardens to a smooth, durable coating. This is a lovely vase that I purchased just for myself because of the poppies. No maker's mark. It looks like it does have some age to it, but I purposed it for a reason. I was gifted some china recently, and one of the pictures had poppies on it, and so I found this, and I thought I'm going to start making a set, and you'll see something else very shortly. This is a beautiful toll painted match holder for the kitchen. It is lovely, and it was only $1. Anytime you see a price, just half that, because I shop on 50% off day. This sweet animal, when my son saw this video, he asked me where I'd been hiding it. Well, it was getting ready to be filmed, and I'm sure it's going to be adopted shortly after this video is completed. But I paid $1 for this, and I thought it was very sweet. This beautiful little bunny, this is created by an artist named Adrian Edwards, and on the bottom you'll soon see, I thought it was very sweet, Weems Gallery, and I looked her up, and she is currently, if this is the same artist, she is currently a curator at the Whitney Museum of American Art in New York. And you might want to look her up. I'm going to try and confirm through email if she is the original artist. This is another beautiful set of poppies that I found to complete my set in the kitchen. I think this is by Hall. I could find no maker's mark. And in my research, I found all sorts of poppy sets of creams and sugars, but not this particular shape. So I just sort of have to make an assumption that it could be a Hall piece. I think poppies are a very cheerful color for the kitchen. And this is just a simple tomato salt, and we will revisit this salt at the end of the video. I like orphan salt shakers. I always find things to do with them. This beautiful little ashtray is made by Chick of California. I could not find any information on Chick of California. I looked up a site that specifically highlights California pottery, and I could not find any information on it. I will keep looking. But it's a lovely, lovely mid-century piece. Beautiful condition. Make a nice little planter. These beautiful little acrylic grapes, I purchased these for $1.50, and I think they're simply lovely. I'm going to try and make a cast of the leaves. We'll see what happens. And here we have a simple little inexpensive travel kit, and I purchased this for 50 cents, and I thought I could do something with this, and we'll revisit this at the end of the video also. And lastly, this is just a beautiful little spoon holder for the stove. I tend to forget to grab a dish for the spoons, much to the dismay of my husband, so I bought this. And there we are. That was the thrift of last week. Now let's see what we can do with this. I think staging your work area with usable items is a lot of fun, and it brings me a lot of joy. I like keeping my hands busy, and I thought this was kind of neat. Now we'll seal it up, and we have a nice little artwork piece for the sewing room. Fun to use and look at the same time. And now we'll revisit our tomato. I find that using this keeps my fish from being very greedy, because they will eat too much. Well, thank you so much for joining me today, and you have a lovely day. Please like, subscribe, and share, and we'll see you again very soon. And please hit the notification button.